Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to show you an historical architecture. Chennakeshava Temple, Belur, a Hoysala marvel. The old temples of Karnataka's Hassan district are an architectural wonder, and the town of Belur is home to one of the grandest examples of Hoysala architecture. The Chennakeshava Temple was built in the early 12th century by the Hoysala ruler Vishnuvardhana when the town of Belur was a site for the capital of the Hoysala kingdom. Similar names of Chennakeshava temple are Kesava Vijayanarayana temple. It is a 12th century Hindu temple in the Hassan district of Karnataka state. The temple was built over 3 generations and took 1 or 3 years to finish. It was repeatedly damaged and plundered during wars, repeatedly rebuilt and repaired over its history. It is 35 kilometers from Hassan city and about 200 kilometers from Bangalore. The temple is dedicated to Vishnu and has been an active Hindu temple since its founding. The temple is remarkable for its architecture, sculptures, reliefs, friezes, as well as its iconography, inscriptions and history. The temple artwork depicts scenes of secular life in the 12th century, dances and musicians, as well as a pictorial narration of Hindu texts such as the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the Puranas through numerous friezes. The temple is about 16 kilometers from Halbidu temples. The Chennakeshava temple was the centerpiece of Hoysala kingdom and it's believed to be closely related to the military achievements of the king who commissioned it in 1117 AD, King Vishnuvardhana. The king had fought wars with the western Chalukyas and had also defeated the Cholas. The temple was built after the land's best architects and artists were recruited and engaged in producing new designs and styles that would be the hallmark of the complex. Belur is considered one of the peaks of architectural achievements during the Hoysala period. As one enters this vast complex, a large Rajagopura arcs above. The centerpiece, the temple sits in the center facing the east. On the right of the temple is the Kapi Chanigaraya temple and a smaller temple dedicated to a Lakshmi reincarnation. The goddess Soumya Naiki sits slightly behind the two. On the left of the Chennakeshava temple, one can find the Ranganaiki temple. Attractions in the temple complex include two ornate pillars one of the Garuda, and one with a lamp. The former was built during the Vijayanagar period, and the latter is attributed to the Hoysala period. The Chennakeshava Temple, built with soapstone. Art of Chennakeshava Temple. The pillars of the temple exhibit some of the best details and finishing of sculpture and artwork in the entire complex. The Narasimha pillar is one of the most popular of these temple pillars. There are a total of 48 pillars, all uniquely curved and decorated. Inside the Garbhagriha is the sculpture of Channakeshava or Vijayanarayana of about 9 feet in height, holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma in his hands, with a Karanda Makuta, that is crown, at the head. Bhudevi and Sridevi are standing at the bottom. The Chennakeshava Temple has 3 entrances, and their doorways have decorated sculptures called Dwarapalaka, doorkeepers, on other side. In Kesava Temple, the Navaranga hall has 48 pillars. Other reliefs inside the hall include large images of Vishnu avatars, friezes of the Vedic and Puranic histories, and more scenes of the Ramayana. The interior of the temple, consisting of a Garbhagriha, Sukhanasi, Navaranga and a Mandapa, takes us to a new world of sculptures with late turned pillars of various designs. One of the pillars, known as Narasimha pillar, could be turned on its axis. There are many delicately curved ceilings, and they represent the best specimens of that type. The doorway of the Garbhagriha is another specimen of delicate carvings, unsurpassed for intricate designs. Channakeshava Temple at Belur is the most important and beautiful. The entire temple is built of soapstone and stands on a platform also of star shape of 32 angles. Visitors who are keen to study the details of the wall sculptures at the temple will find many references and depictions of important events from the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. Animals that commonly feature in the wall sculptures include horses, elephants, and lions. The outer wall of the temple from bottom onwards has ties of minute sculptures consisting of rows of elephants, lion faces, creepers, ornamental frieze, dances in small niches, female sculptures in between pillars, and the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Above the friezes are wall sculptures of god and goddesses in various poses under finely curved canopies. The north outer wall friezes with scenes from the Mahabharata. There are different styles of geometric artwork and Puranic stories artwork. Hoysala court scene with the king, queen, officers, attendants, and two gurus with their students. Keshava with Hanuman and Garuda. The Vamana dwarf, Bali and Trivikrama legend. The Krishna Kaliyamardana legend, Shiva and Nandi with Ganesha and Kartikeya. The Prahlada Hiranyakashipu and Narasimha legend. Yoga Narasimha with Hanuman and Garuda. The Samudra Manthan legend. The Krishna killing Kamsa legend. Ranganatha reclining on Seshanag. The Hanuman and Garuda fighting over Shivalinga legend. The wall also features 80 large reliefs around the temple. Of these, 32 of Vishnu, 9 of his avatars, Narasimha, Varaha, Vamana, Ranganatha, Balarama, 4 of Shiva in various forms including Nataraja, with or without Parvati, 2 of Bhairava, Shiva, 2 of Harihara, half Shiva, half Vishnu, 4 of Surya, sun god, 5 of Durga and Mahishashura Mardini, 1 of Kama and Rati, 1 of Ganesha, Brahma, Saraswati, Garuda and Chandra. Other major reliefs are of Arjuna shooting an arrow to win Draupadi, Ravana lifting the Kailasha, Daksha, Bali and Sukracharya.